For most of the medication that I'm going to call now, the major side effect that you keep hearing is, I just love people. If you come to the fibroids program, you realize I'm not even talking about fibroids. I don't even care about fibroids. To me, fibroids is just a messenger. It's just that guy that's just somewhere saying, yeah, I've delivered my message. Can I go now? That's really just what I see fibroids as. Fibroids is just that person that's like, okay, yeah, so you got the message, right? Can I go now? You know, just like that UPS, that Uber Eats guy. So I'm not interested in fibroids. When we deal with other things, it's just a messenger. Like, it came from a company. We will need to talk to the person in that company, the person that sent you. So that's what I do in my program. So when I say all of these medicines, most of them have an impact on your liver. A lot of women don't know. I've lived with people that any small thing, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, my head aches. Like, you don't have any capacity to tolerate pain. The reason why many of us don't take medication is not because we want to show that, hey, we can handle pain. It's because we know the side effects. It's because we know that pain goes away. The migraine with your period is hormonal fluctuations. You don't deal with that by masking the pain. You don't deal with that by masking the pain. Don't deal with that by masking the pain. Okay, like I always tell women in the program, it's like you have an apple tree that's always bringing out faulty fruits, and then you're like, oh, faulty fruits, just take them off, maybe the new ones will be good. No, there's a problem with the tree. 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 It's the tree. It's not the fruit, it's the tree. Okay, so when you just go for a surgery, I need oranges. I always have oranges. Where are my oranges? I have fruits. So when you just go to the tree and take off the bad apples, what you're actually doing is aesthetic. So that's why I say the surgery is aesthetic. When you finish doing the surgery for fibroids, if you don't deal with the guy that sent the fibroids, the fibroids will come again because you still have scores that you haven't settled with my oga. The fibroids will come like a messenger, like, auntie, that matter with my oga, you have not settled it now, far. You get, and then you now start dealing with the fibroid. Go, 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 go. Go away, go away, go away. And the fibroid is just like, I'm not your problem. So that's really just the drama of fibroids in your body, though. So now let's go back to why you should stop taking those painkillers. For most of the medication that I'm going to call now, the major side effect that you keep hearing is liver damage, liver damage, liver damage. And you'll be wondering, yeah, she's just a fibroids coach. Why is she always talking about liver, thyroid? I just love people. If you come to the fibroids program, you realize I'm not even talking about fibroids. I've seen a lot of videos trying to make comedy of period cramps, and there is just this very serious intensity on normalizing period cramps. Now, I'm not against creating awareness on period cramps, you know, getting men to wear a period cramp simulator and all of that. It's cool, it's fun. But the interesting thing is that period cramps are invited pains. We were not born with them. Yes, there was a curse on Eve, but your period cramp is an invited pain because it's avoidable. That's why I said it's an invited pain. So whether you know you're inviting it or you don't know, period cramps are not something that you were born with. If during your first period you experience cramps, there's probably something about your lifestyle, usually what you were eating while growing up, or maybe exposure to wanting to be a big girl too early, and then your first period had cramps. However, period cramps are invited pains, and there are so many healthy women without period cramps. They're not lucky. They're not born lucky. If you think about it, you weren't always having period cramps. Now, how did you invite period cramps? That's a topic for another day. And if you please stick to my channel, I'm going to talk about that. But today I want to talk about painkillers and what they're doing to women. Now, what painkillers are doing to women and why you should stop taking them. Painkillers and NSAIDs, that's non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, claim to relieve pain, relieve you of pain. So I saw this video of a dad helping his daughter on her first period, and there was this box of pad, of course not 100% cotton pad, I saw the brand, and then lots of chocolates and painkillers and a teddy bear. Obviously this man, like a lot of women and a lot of men, have now that education, that impression, that mentality that your first period must come with pains. This is your daughter's first period. It shouldn't come with pains. This is your daughter's first period. She shouldn't be eating chocolates. Women on their periods should be eating raw cacao, not chocolates loaded with sugar. Well, that's story for another day. Okay? Not chocolate loaded with sugar, and she doesn't need painkillers. And she needs the teddy bear, which is good. She doesn't even need a hot water bottle. You know, like I said, period cramps are invited pain. People invite them over time. They invite them. So let's continue. The side effects of these medications, from ibuprofen, Felvine, I don't even know their names because I don't take them. So what I'm about to tell you, seriously, is just based on research. Okay, ibuprofen, Advil, Motril, Felvine. These ones, liver damage. Now, the liver helps in the metabolism and in the processing of toxins in your body. And it also helps in the metabolism of your hormones. So if you damage that guy, what do you have left? There's already like a major problem. Some of you, any small thing, any small thing, any small thing. Some of you will also take medications like naproxen, aspirin. We also have liver damage, kidney damage. We also have risk of stroke. Some of you take aspirin. We have stomach ulcer. We have kidney damage. Most of the time I just mentioned kidney damage, liver damage, kidney damage, liver damage. So we also have acetaminophen, Tylenol. You can have liver damage, increased risk of stroke, increased risk of heart attack. When you discuss this with your doctor, let me tell you what your doctor will tell you. Let me just tell you already what your doctor will tell you. It's just a small percentage of people who have come up with these side effects. It's just a small percentage of people. There are a lot of women taking it. Don't worry, you're not the only one. We also have mefenamic acid. We also have tranexamic acid. Oh, I remember I was coaching one woman. This woman vexed me. Oh, I was coaching this woman. So I was coaching this woman on period, because she had fibroids, you know. But I wanted to help her first to sort the whole heavy bleeding thing, because she came to my DM and I was like, okay, let me just help you. I normally tell the women, fill the form, we do the consultation, we start talking. This woman never disclosed to me that she had taken tranexamic acid. And during her period, the next period, she was just giving me heart attack, like just making me panic, and just, it's such a windy day. It's so windy, I can't stop it. So she was just making me she was just panicking, you know, and just consistently saying, oh, I have clots, I have this, I have that, I have that. And I said, you have heavy clots? Yes. I'm like, please, can you tell me again, what medication have you taken for fibroids? What medication have you taken for your period? You've got to meet the doctor. What did the doctor give you to take? Tell me everything. Not give me anything, not give me anything, not give me anything. She kept saying they didn't give her anything. I said, you cannot have clots, just these giant clots just like that. And then she just revealed to me and told me that she was giving tranexamic acid. You know what I did at that point? I was like, madam, tranexamic acid. Tranexamic acid. So ibuprofen, Felvine, all of the tranexamic acid. Now, the risk of tranexamic acid are blood clots, strokes, increased risk of cancer, liver damage. So how many of this tranexamic acid are you taking right now? How many of this ibuprofen and Felvine are you taking right now that you think is helping you? Some of you are also taking contraceptives, but something is how it's arranged. There's this color here, then there's different color here, and then there are some 28-day pills, and there's so many. I need to share my story with you guys because I don't think a lot of women understand that. I'm a very stubborn person. I don't think a lot of women understand that when you go to meet the doctor, at that point, he works for you. You don't work for him. You're not there to validate him. You're not there to validate his degree and his certificate. When you go to meet the doctor, at that point, the doctor works for you. Even if it's free, the government is paying. At that point, the doctor works for you. You have to open your mouth and talk. I'm not taking this. I don't want this. I don't like this. I've heard that this is this. I don't want to take it. I need to go home and think about it. A lot of people have not had that audacity to say, I want to have a conversation on this. And sometimes it's because that's the way you are in your career. That's what I understood. In my career, I talk back. That's how I am. Like, I think, I reflect, I have a conversation, and I want us to talk about something. We need to talk about it. If you give me, I used to be that person that if my boss gives me an instruction, I'm like, okay. And I grew up and I became someone that if I'm given an instruction, I ask questions about it. I'm asking a lot of questions because I'm doing my research. I'm going to do my work and I'm going to ask you questions about it. But many people don't have that thought process yet. So they're still in this subservient part of when I go to visit the doctor, everything he says is true. No, you know your body more than anyone else. So you should focus on how to assist the doctor to help you. Help the doctor to help you. You are not his experiment. You are to help him to help you. You are to share your ideas, share your knowledge, unless you have just resolved in your heart that I know the side effects, but I don't care. I just want to take it. It's better than you just realizing one day that, so this doctor knew this and he still made me take it just because 200,000 other patients that he's had have taken it. Because all those women that he had that took them and went home and came back, you know what he told them? These are just the symptoms of this. He didn't tell them that, oh yes, it's from the medication. So you go home always thinking that if the doctor didn't help me, how can this girl on Instagram help me? How can this girl on YouTube help me? If my doctor couldn't help me, that means this girl cannot help me. And that's how a lot of women just keep thinking. I'll be chatting with a woman and she'll say, I'm going to meet a professional. And I'm just like, I try not to argue, not to force people, not to overconvince. I just feel like, you know, when you've been through a pain and you tell someone, don't do this. Most of the people don't listen. Women don't like to listen. You tell a woman, hey, your pastor is this. They don't want to hear anything about pastor. They don't want to hear anything about doctor. They don't want to hear anything about the man they're in love with. They just want to go. So I just say, enjoy your trip. Enjoy that trip. Whew. Someone in the comments could be like, but all medications have side effects. But ask yourself, do you want the side effects? Do you want them? Do you want increased risk of liver damage? Do you want liver damage, not increased risk? Do you want liver damage, increased risk of stroke, increased risk of cancer? Don't you love your life? Don't you have a hobby that you really enjoy on earth? Don't you have kids? Don't you have something you enjoy doing? Don't you have places you want to travel to? Don't you enjoy being healthy? Don't you enjoy being alive? Why would you want to take the side effects? Everything that the doctor wants to do for you with medication, for fibroids, for your period, for your headache, for your cramps, can be fixed with simple lifestyle changes. Please work with me. I'm here for you. I will not disappoint you. I will not let you down. I uphold the trust you have in me. And when you work with me, please do your follow-up scan, because after the 3rd month, I give you 1 month grace to do your follow-up scan. After that month, you don't do your follow-up scan, my transaction with you is done. I've fulfilled my part with you because I've loaded a lot into you. And if you come to me again, you want to have discussions or anything, it's going to be a new session, like you're a new person. like when you go see a doctor, you understand? So I'm not saying I'm a doctor, no, far from it, but I'm a lifestyle coach. I have results, and you can't argue with results. Thanks for watching, and always remember, fibroids is not the disease, it's the messenger. Take care.